Now you pay for meddling in the Thalmor's affairs. Come on, come on!
Hey, watch it!
So, you're... lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name, but he's paid good money for nobody to know he's down here. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. Dangerous-looking elves, who didn't give their names. Draw your own conclusions. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Dangerous-looking elf. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Aye.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Let me know if there's anything you like.
I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything.
Speak quickly. Change it. I do not practice my art for... Very well. Just tell me what you desire. Beauty or hideous deformity. Nothing is beyond my skill. Huh?
What was that? There's the blade agent! Kill her! Espen cannot in...
You should not have meddled in the Thornmore's affairs.
Ah! Ah!
Mercy!
Bucket, knife, book, ink pot, stone, no. No, no. Go away, go away, go away! Hey!
It's hopeless. He told me. He's right, you know. Their fires lit up the night, all across Lake Rumer, like stars come to Earth. It was beautiful, really. I had a medal. It had someone's face on it. I threw it away after. It didn't help. I had a medal. It had someone's face on it. I threw it away after. It didn't help. You don't think there's any hope, do you? I don't. He's right.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling. I cannot... Ah!
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, how reassuring. Most likely you're with the Thalmor, and this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh? Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember. Delphine really is alive, then? You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always fits. There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuad? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
What was that? There's the blade agent! Kill her!
Did you hear that? We should keep moving. You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear. Yes. We should proceed cautiously. Did you say something? Hasn't she told you? We were both blades, back when that still meant something. Now we are just fellow fugitives from the Thalmor. I didn't know she was still alive, but I'm not surprised. She was a survivor. Well, they've been hunting down blades since the Great War, on general principle. But if you mean me, now in particular, maybe they've started to get an inkling of what the return of the dragons means. I don't suppose they want the world to end any more than we do, or at least they'd prefer to end it on their terms. It was a cold day. The end of Frostfall is nearly winter in the Gerol Mountains. We heard the news at Cloud Ruler by courier, riding hard from the Imperial City. 30th of Frostfall, 171. 30 years ago. The Great War started that day. The Thalmor ambassador delivered his ultimatum to the Emperor Titus Mede, the head of every Blades agent within the Aldmeri Dominion. I knew that day that it was truly the beginning of the end. Not yet, not yet. When we get to Riverwood with Delphine, I'll tell you both then, when I've collected my thoughts. I never expected... Well, suddenly here you are, and now I'm too muddled to explain myself. I still need some time to get used to the idea that there might be hope for us after all. We should keep moving.
Too easy.
Careful. Did you need something? We should keep moving. Yes? What is it?
pretty, I'll give you that. Just stay away from my husband, Alvar.
Good dog.
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes, Dragonbow. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh. This is where they built Alduin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Alduin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Alduin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. From Riverwood, the road south through Falkreath is the most direct route. Or you could catch the carriage from Whiterun to Markarth, and then approach from the west. Either way, the Reach is wild country these days. The Forsworn are everywhere. Best be careful. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
I've told you where Skyhaven Temple is. I'll trust you to get us there in one piece. It's the prophecy, don't you see? Only a dragonborn can stop Alduin and avert the end of the world. But I don't yet know how you can stop him. The prophecy doesn't say. But Alduin's Wall does. I hope. Goodbye, then.
This is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
You'll have to speak up. Alduin's Wall was created by the ancient Akaviri Dragon Guard, the forerunners of the Blades. One of the lost secrets of the Blades, where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his... Its location was lost for centuries, but I know where it is. Skyhaven Temple, an ancient blade sanctuary hidden within the cracks of the Reach.
Ah, yes. The entrance seems to be near what's now known as the Karths.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. All right, then. We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else. Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
It means so
Thank
much
you.
to us to have the...
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right, then.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? What do you need, my
Hello.
thing?
We have a cozy little prophet. I might be... Be careful in there. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Goodbye, my love. Yes, my... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Goodbye, my love.
You approach as if you know us, stranger. Who are you, and what do you want? Yes, I've heard the guild is rising back to power. An alliance would be most beneficial to both parties. I will consider the offer, but I'll have to discuss it with the other caravans. Ah, moon sugar. I could smell it on you. I am pleased with this offer, and accept. Take my word to the leaders of your guild and tell them we look forward to a prosperous and profitable future. If you happen upon any of our caravans in your travels, we'd also be more than willing to pay you a fair sum for any of your stolen goods. Take a look. Give my regards to Tonilia. Tell her I'll contact her soon.
Many fine things are here for you.
How can I assist?
There is no trust for Khajiit in this place.
Not here!
from that prison. Hear now the second word of soul-tearing. Vaz, meaning to tear your enemy's soul from its living vessel.
What do you want? You've caused enough trouble.
We haven't met. Good luck on your next job.
Need something?
Name's Garther. Remember it, because you're gonna hear a lot about me. It's kind of an amusing tale. I was making my way down the road from Iverstead towards Riften, and I saw Vex fighting off a couple of wolves. Well, there were 8 of them, and she'd already killed 3 by the time I joined the fight. Together, we made short work of him, and the last one limped away licking its wounds. Actually, that's when she politely asked me to hand over my coin purse. Can you imagine? We scuffled for a while, broke each other's weapons, and finally fell to the ground exhausted. Indeed. After a few minutes, she looked me dead in the eye and asked me if I wanted to join the guild. Just like that. No apologies. Something told me I wouldn't regret it. I had heard the guild was back on its feet again, and most of Skyrim under its belt. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to cross blades with Vex again, but I certainly wouldn't mind a bit of a scuffle. Offer some wine, eh? Drink one for me.
I don't know. You don't look so impressive to me. I mean, you're no Grey Fox, but you must be doing something right. Morrowind, of course. Any Dunmer worth their weight in ash would tell you the same. I used to be a member of the Morang Tong. We were an assassins guild that was sanctioned by the Empire to provide public, as well as private, executions. We did this in the name of Mephala, whom I used to quite fervently worship. No, in fact, the Tong were quite the bitter rivals with the Dark Brotherhood. Where they operate within the shadows, we operated on the side of justice. I didn't have a choice. When the Red Mountain erupted in Morrowind, the Tong fled, spread to the 9 winds. We made a pact that one day we might reunite, but I believe that day is long in coming. Have you taken leave of your senses? If the Dark Brotherhood discovered I had been a Morang Tong, they would have come after me with a vengeance. Better to stay out of sight and ply me trade with the Thieves Guild than risk a contract on me head. I should hope so. The Dark Brotherhood is also known to place contracts on those who associate with the Morang Tong as well. So, unless you wish a visit from one of their own, I'd suggest you follow your own advice and keep your mouth shut. Don't hurry back. I won't be waiting.
Got lots of jobs available. Interested?
Welcome to the cozy little fam.
Yeah, good. I'll contact some of my people and have them prepare some shipments right away. Good job. Here, let me give you something for all the legwork.
I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got. Until next time.
Yes?
They don't call me the Ember Master for nothing. Take a look. Until next time.
If you're in the market for the fine, take a look. Until next time.
Dare you call Boley a deadbeat?
If he paid what he owes, I wouldn't have to say anything. Besides, what in oblivion do you care?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come off it, Niv. We both know you married that fisherman for his gold. You don't need to put on an act for my benefit. Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me.
You've been a good friend to me. Take a look. Return any time. You're quite welcome here.
Working at the Riften Fishery is tough, but some coin in my pocket. My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place. A few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest. What could be better? Well, come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do. Maybe you just aren't up to the challenge. Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one. Down the hatch. Your turn. One down, my friend, one down. And another one for me. And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. Yes, your head hurts and you don't remember where you are. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Dibella teaches love and compassion, but that doesn't mean we're just going to tell you what you want to know and let you walk away from this. Pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess. Well, you were deep in your cups when you got here. You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead. It's so good to see you again. Dibella's blessing to you.
The finest jewelry.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites, and so forth. Thank you for your time.
Want a cut of venison or mutton? Of course you do.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? Seems no one in this city has. I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe... I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find. Fresh food. Huh? Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Come out! We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. See if you can get the door open. See if you can get the door open. Stendar's mercy! This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
You first. Come on. Let's go.
No. Kill him. Crush his bones. Tear at his flesh.
Get out of my head, Daedra.
You will kill. You will kill, or you will die.
I don't want to die. I can't die here. The Daedra has us. It's you or me. What was that? No!
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down. Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Fool! Did you think Moleg Bal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak! Sharp, aren't they? This was the last thing many saw before they were sacrificed in my name. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrated. So long since it's tasted blood, until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot.
Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Markarth's a different place now. Do business here, and you business with the Thieves Guild.
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first, too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Arkay, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall. that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right? I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. Tread lightly in the hall. You don't know what's in there.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten. You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. Very well. But should the hunger call out to you, I'll be waiting outside Reachcliff Cave. Tell the people of Markarth that their dead are safe. My work is done here. Be careful.
You've returned. Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward. Arcade protect you.
One from the college.
If you're thinking of setting up a farm, you picked the right place.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is that so? Does the name Gleda ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a drunk lout and sold to a giant? You better remember her right fast before I call the guards and have you hauled away. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. You really don't remember stealing a goat and selling her to a giant? Are you thick? Go get her! At least she's bound to follow you back. You smell just like the fermented feed she likes. In all my years... You mentioned something like that when you were running off with my goat. Tell you what, you bring back my goat, and maybe I'll give a damn about your staff. I suppose that makes sense. You didn't mention a Sam, and nothing you said about the staff made sense. You left a note, but it was mostly gibberish. The only bit I could make out was after repaying Isolde in Whiterun. See you. It may be dead now, but you mentioned... Tell you what, you bring back my goat,
like
and maybe I'll give a damn
legends.
about your stuff.
Dragonborn.
See...
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
You talked to Reldith yet? She's like a mother to me. Name's Ennis. You talked to Reldith yet?
Gladder, and not a scratch on her. Happy day.
I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it. Only bit I could make out was repaying Isolde in Whiterun, and even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there.
Got some good... Take a look. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
We've got small... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Good doing business with you. Yeah?
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. It's a fine day with you around. It's not about the money, really. I wouldn't have given you the wedding ring on credit if you weren't so obviously in love. But if there isn't going to be a wedding, the least you can do is give the ring back. That was one of my best pieces. You went right out to give it to your fiancé. Don't you even remember where you left him? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why he left you. How could you forget? It was the sweetest story I'd ever heard. You met at the full moon, under the biggest tree in Witchmist Grove, surrounded by fireflies. It was straight out of a storybook. Farewell.
Find it.
Darling, I've been waiting for you to return, to consummate our love. What? You want it for that hussy Esmeralda with the dark feathers, don't you? I won't let her have you. Gah!
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly. Excellent. Sorry it didn't work out. I know how excited you were for the wedding. You kept saying it would be a huge ceremony at Morvenskar. You said you even had some magic staff that would handle all of the guests. Farewell.
Yeah.
They drink all day and night, and what do?
You
I
work
work
the forge.
Why do they need me to do this? We use magic, not weapons. I swear, they're making me do this for a laugh. At least I'm not dealing with the prisoners down below.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about what goes on down there.
I bet Naris gets a kick out of it. Nasty fella he is.
You'd better quiet down before you end up there. Then I'd have to work the forge.
was that?
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. Yes? I am Sanguine, Daedric Prince of Debauchery. I know. How could I lie to you? Well, how could I trust you until we've shared a few drinks? But it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not-quite-holy staff than this waste of flesh. Let's be honest here. I don't always think my decisions through, but you're going places. Maybe a little influence from your old Uncle Sanguine could help adjust your course a bit. My pleasure, but I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Ah, the sweet smell of burnt flesh. Nothing better, really. They die too quickly. Maybe I'll try and hold off on the paralysis next time. Give me more of a moving target. Good practice.
Yes? Hmm? Aye. Yeah?
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember you. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so. I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. What do you want? But it wasn't long before... maybe a little My pleasure. But I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help. Too much right now.